Do you have a bracelet that's turned black and ugly and you're thinking of throwing it away? Well, don't. In this video, we're going to show you the simple way to get that bracelet sparkling like a diamond again using science. And better still, you don't even have to take it off. But why wouldn't you want to take it off to clean it? Well, we specialise in training people online in permanent jewellery, a massive worldwide trend where bracelets, necklaces and anklets are welded into place long term. So if they tarnish, the only other solution is to cut it off. No, just the bracelet, and get it professionally cleaned and get it re-welded, and that's going to cost you. So to understand why we need to clean our jewellery, and if we can even avoid this happening, we need to understand what tarnishing is and why it happens in the first place. Tarnishing is what happens when the metal of your jewellery reacts with moisture in the air, which causes oxidisation and makes your jewellery look black and dirty. And it happens at different rates for different metals. It's only surface deep, and if your metals are high quality, you should be able to remove it. But there's one metal that tarnishes faster than others when it comes into contact with one major culprit that you probably didn't even realise that you live with. This guy is in the air that you breathe, the products that you use, and even in your own skin to a degree. It's naturally occurring in water where levels of it can vary massively in different places. It's also widely used in shampoo, conditioner, and in even higher levels in acne treatments. Yep, it's that yellow, smelly substance you get in large amounts in volcanoes, sulfur. But it is all around us in tiny quantities, really tiny in fact. There's only 15 parts per billion in the air. For scale, in Venus's atmosphere, it's 150 parts per million. So if you were on Venus, you'd have very black jewellery. You'd also be dead. Silver reacts hugely to sulfur, causing it to discolour quickly. But if it's only in such tiny quantities in the air and water, why is it such an issue? Well, we can manage tarnishing in our supplies just by keeping them in a closed container that protects them from moisture and sulfur in the air. And we recommend to all the artists that we train to do the same. But if you're having a bracelet permanently attached to your wrist, or if you just wear your silver jewellery often, then even at small levels, it's under constant attack from moisture and sulfur. And you're going to be faced with having to remove it or find an effective way to clean it without taking it off. So we research the best ways, but to properly test them, first of all, we have to tarnish some silver, because I already told you, we're good girls. We keep all our silver shut away. So we're going to have to speed up the process by putting some of our silver into a sulfur solution to turn it black. And then we're going to fix it to Nicole and find the best way to clean it. And here is our speedily tarnished silver that looks black and dirty, and we're going to get that cleaned off without it ever leaving Nicole's wrist. The first method we kept seeing crop up was using boiling water with some foil in. You just put your jewellery in the water, and an electrolytic reaction pulls all the tarnishing away from the silver and onto the foil. That's cool, right? But Nick isn't too happy about putting a hand in some boiling water, so we're going to have to find a better way. There are many commercial silver cleaners that will work, but they contain harsh chemicals that aren't suitable for permanent jewellery. So we need a solution that doesn't burn or irritate the skin. So here is a household item that many of us will have lying around. If not, it's easy to get hold of, so we're going to give this old school cleaner a bash. First of all, let's protect the skin. Let's use some foil. If we can't boil her wrist with foil, we can still wax them on her. And we're going to make a paste with this stuff, baking soda. Don't think we need to go all the way around, but we'll talk among yourselves.
I'm sat here with tin foil around my hand.
Let's make it shiny. Let's make it
The
shiny.
stuff I do for you.
So let's take this off. Do you know what? It's lightened it a bit, but
Yeah.
it's not.
A little bit.
It's not that impressive.
No.
So you can see it's lifted it a bit, particularly on the edges.
Yeah, it definitely has. You can see it like starting to sparkle again.
But maybe it just needed more leaving longer or more brushing. The problem with baking soda though is that it works because it's abrasive. So while it may do a good job of removing the discoloration, if we keep using it, it's going to start making the surface duller. So what other methods should we subscribe to? So secondly, we're going to try another household item that's great at making things sparkle. This often comes up in research as a great way to clean metal, so let's give toothpaste a go.
It's gooey.
And they're so minty fresh. This is easier
to manoeuvre.
Yeah, because it's not as like wet.
It's more of a kind of sticky paste. Is that me, or is that coming up quite quickly?
I feel like, unless it's just going white, I can't really tell. Tell you what, that mint though is burning my eyes.
Quite a lot brighter.
Yeah.
Let's just, oh! I'll just try and clean that off.
Oh wow.
So I would say that's significantly brighter than the baking soda.
That almost looks good as new.
The reason why toothpaste comes up as such a great cleaner is also because it's a mild abrasive. So while it may be good for a one-off clean, using it long-term may dull your jewellery. So are there any easy to find cleaning products that aren't going to damage your jewellery or irritate the skin? Well, now we're going to have to think slightly outside the box and go for another household item that you'd normally put on your burger rather than your jewellery.
Once, when I was younger, I used to have like peroxide blonde hair. And I went on holiday and went in the pool and things, and my hair went green from the chlorine.
Is it me, or is that lifting straight away?
Oh yeah. But my hair went green from the chlorine, and so my hairdresser told me to put ketchup on my hair. And so I did, I washed my hair in ketchup.
Does it look good?
And it looked to me, and I smelled delicious. It smelled like a hot dog.
You're a hot dog.
Hot dog.
Oh, you smell of toothpaste and ketchup. It's quite grim.
It's just what I wanted to smell like today.
You smell like a Big Mac. Oh, that's silver.
Yeah.
And do you know what? That seemed to happen a lot quicker than with the others.
So you can see there literally a split difference.
Yeah.
So there's the part where we've put it in ketchup. And that's so shiny now.
That
You
really
see it
worked.
sparkle. But then if you just pull it around, this is the bit that we haven't done. Or actually, that might be the bit where we did the baking soda.
Yeah, well, so it's a massive difference. And
Yeah.
actually, as much as the baking soda doesn't smell of vinegar, it was messier.
Yeah.
It went everywhere. The ketchup was easier.
So was this worth smelling like a Big Mac for? Well, due to the high amount of acid in the ketchup, it eats away at the tarnishing without it being abrasive. You'll need to wash it and give it a polish after. It does feel a bit sticky. That's probably due to the high sugar content in the ketchup too. So we can see that there are easy ways to clean your jewellery with safe household items, but if you let the tarnishing get too bad, then taking it off and using something more powerful may be your best option. So to avoid this, regularly just polishing your jewellery with a cloth is enough to take off tiny amounts of tarnishing to stop it building up in the first place. And remember, if you're dealing with a very expensive heirloom piece, then you should always have a professional deal with it. If your chains are tarnishing rapidly, then it may also be down to other factors, such as the quality of your chains. If you buy really terrible quality metal, it can not only tarnish, but even turn your skin green. So how do you know if you have good quality metal and what's the difference? Well, lucky for you, we made this great video here that explains everything. So go give it a watch, why don't you?